Well, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. This is Sarah Lucia coming to you from my backyard in Florida. I love the weather right now. It's not too muggy. Spring is definitely one of my favorite times of year, second to fall, back in New England. At any rate, I want to talk to you about the three pillars of wellness, okay? There's sleep, balanced training plan, and nutrition. So I'm going to touch a little bit first on our cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and it definitely affects every cell in our body. It's a catabolic hormone that breaks down proteins into their amino acids, building blocks to fuel the body during stress, infections, illness, trauma, and so on. And so people ask, does too much stress lead to weight gain? And no, it doesn't. Let's just think about this. So if you were stranded on a deserted island, let's say, and you had surges in your stress hormone, like cortisol and adrenaline, which get you just going, and they increase your fat breakdown as you burn the fat and tap into the carbohydrates that are stored in the muscles and liver, you're going to ultimately lead to losing some kind of weight, okay? But here's the trick. When calorie dense, okay, get that word, calorie dense foods are accessible, then everything will change. And what happens is our appetites decline during acute bouts of stress. Chronic low-grade stress appears to encourage the brain to seek out more dense, energy-dense foods. Your sugary kind of foods, and this is where stress obesity will come from. So when you combine calorie excess with chronic low-grade stress, it'll appear to be a perfect recipe for weight gain and obesity. So here are the three pillars. Like I said, I'm going to start with sleep. And, most people are not getting enough. Let's just call it what it is. The average Americans are getting about 6.5 hours per night. Is that you? Fortunately, I definitely get my sleep. I find sleep really, really important. But, people with kids and working, it's hard, depending on your job. And the National Sleep Foundation recommends that we get 7 to 9 hours. I'm around 7, sometimes 8 if I'm lucky, but I definitely get 7 almost every single night. Sleeping with blue light from electronic devices further impairs our sleeping quality. Like have your TV on, your cell phone, the iPad, whatever, before you go to bed. So what I would recommend that you get on a sleep schedule. Go to bed the same time every night. You wake up at the same time every morning. And about an hour before you go to sleep, just unplug from the technology. That's going to help. I know that's really hard. I fight with that myself. The other thing too is a balanced training plan. So, I know a lot of people, I'm a personal trainer and fitness instructor. I have been for close to 27 years, and I love my cardio junkies. Or I don't. I love everybody. But, cardio junkies are, they run the same distance day after day, week after week. And is that you? So what happens is this repetitive stimulus takes a toll on the body, and it limits the effectiveness of recovery. So you might be finding that you're craving sugars, you're relying on caffeine. And yes, I do have my coffee. It is in the morning, but I don't rely on it. I just like to get my day started with it. But people do rely on caffeine for energy. They struggle with fitness and get stuck on a weight loss plateau. So what I'm going to suggest is that you reduce the aerobics training and increase the intensity with sprints or an interval training, like a sprint interval kind of training type of thing, or a high intensity interval training. So you're spiking the heart and you're bringing it down and you're getting a little bit of rest in there instead of having a constant, running the whole time. Get your weights in, guys. Pick up your weights. Ladies, you are not going to get huge. I'm tiny, and I've been lifting weights for the 27 years, and I lift pretty heavy. Some days not so much. It depends on my mood. You just can't get huge. You just can't unless you're eating a lot of crap, okay? So, which is the last part of this, is the nutrition. So I'm going to suggest every 2.5 to 3 hours you should be eating small meals. Maybe 3 good sized meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2 meals in between. You know, you can always go with 6 meal, you know, definitely 5. You can do 6 meals if you need something later on in the day. So make sure that they consist of your good proteins, your good carbs, your good fats. You need them, guys. You need carbohydrates. Please eat carbs. Please. I'm not saying simple carbs. I'm talking complex carbohydrates. They're so important to our bodies. I would recommend finding a good protein meal replacement. Shake if you can. I do every morning. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go in after I'm done with this big cup of coffee here, my second one. I do 2 a day in the morning, and that's it. And I would suggest looking into cleansing the body out, getting rid of all the junk. You know, find a good cleanse that's going to work for you. I do sometimes a few times a month, sometimes, you know, it depends on my mood. But I definitely, for the last almost 7 years, I've been cleansing. Love it. The energy I get from it is amazing. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with, you need to be drinking half your weight in ounces of water every single day. Every single day. So if you're 200 pounds, it's 100 ounces of water. It's just easy for me to remember that one. If you're going to be working out, I'd add 8 to 16 more ounces to that, because you're going to be sweating it out. So I wish everybody a great day. Go out there, rock it, get your wellness in control, because that's my wish for you guys. Thank you for listening.